Welcome, welcome, welcome. I wasn't gonna do another one today, but I got pogged out of my mind thinking, you know what? What if this is the one? What if this is the one? Though I'm not super excited about these cards. Is there something that uses steel? Yes. So we start with $40 worth of steel. This is $20 worth of steel using cards. That's gonna have to be alright. Now, as always, the fallacy goes, we have so many Jovian cards here that I can't resist but take the Jovian strat. The only other question is, what can I reasonably do on the first turn with $12 left? Like, this is easy because it uses steel. With $12, you can't play any more of these cards. Subterranean Reservoir is pretty strong, because we get $2 back on it. But I think the best thing to do is to do Towing a Comet turn 2 and get Titanium off the board with it. And then that's 2 income a turn from TR as opposed to maybe 3 from Callisto. We would really like to get the Oxygen to level 2, but we're gonna take this. We're gonna take the run. I think that on top of going for this early Cupola City, we should grab maybe the Titanium. Still allows us to build a city here in the future for a free point off of the neutrals. Though I don't want to focus too much on that because, yes, in the high score runs, it's great. But a lot of the times, we don't have enough money at the end for cities, especially if we go for the Jovian strat. Mining area, sadly, we just ruined that card. If we had put the city here for the plants, we could have mined onto the Titanium. This Titanium's also burnt, so it's really a question of, are we going to have board placement that we can build that off of? No. And if we did, we could only pick steel anyway. I think we avoid all of these cards, despite loving business contacts, and following through with the Tow a Comet. Well, we want to Tow a Comet so that we can Callisto Penal Mine, right? Or am I doing this the wrong way? Should I really just Callisto Penal Mine because it's technically $3 a turn as opposed to 2? I think we have to Callisto first. Get the production. We'll get Titanium in the future. Unless we can get both. We can scoop 2 Titanium off the board. That would leave us with 15 total dollars. We really wished that we could have gotten, like, my god, there's a Titanium producing Jovian card. Well, there's many, but it's something Shipyards. I forget the name of it. Oh my god, it's going to drive me nuts. I've only seen it and played the card 50,000 times. These are all bad for us. Man, we really wish we could have gotten a steel card that would have been worth playing. And then we'll Tow the Comet. So, the next big question for me is going to be, do we standard project a green rate so that we can get methane from Titan? Or, which may be more likely, do we try and get oceans down ASAP to get as much plants off the board, as many plants off the board as we can? I'm not sure. We're at a weird spot for plants where we'd still need to scoop 3 times. Unless we did imported. It's pretty good. Still no, we're burning all of our late game plant cards that are flying by, which is bad. But man, this is convenient. We don't have enough for methane from Titan this turn, but this is really a boost. Now we're at 2% oxygen. Methane from Titan turn 3 is a pretty powerful card. It's expensive. We honestly could have done a standard project there, but I want to see the cards. I want to have hope. We have $10 or 10 steel from the start of the game that we've never used. Underground City, we don't have the energy for it, sadly. Ice Asteroid loses a little bit of value when we consider the fact that we can buy oceans for a little bit cheaper. Micro Mills, They're good. We can get the 2 cheaper cards with the card I want. Sadly, Underground City is going to not be used. Oh, we don't have any titanium. Never mind. So we can only get methane from Titan and 1 card, which is going to have to be micro mills. Which I'm okay with. Plants are very important, and we are going to need them. But heat is really important, and you need even more of that. It's a little bit cheaper to buy at the end if you get screwed on it, but, you know. Deimos down is definitely a way of getting back into it. And honestly, some more cards, I think I'm ready to start investing. Vesta Shipyards, by the way. I was like, Investa Shipyard. Invest in a shipyard. Shipyard of Vest. So there's some plant income. Do we buy this now? It's basically $3 to get 2 cards because we get $2 back, which is another reason why I wanted to take it. So I'm like, all right, fine. Power generators and grass. You know what? Why not? So we've burned a lot of those plant cards, but I think that because we got methane from Titan, and that gave us the 2 plant production pretty early, that's going to set us up well. There's something to be said about taking this peroxide power here. I think I will. It takes steel, by the way, which is the big deal. Then do we Deimos or Ice Asteroid? If we Ice Asteroid, I think it's... Deimos gives us heat production. Ice Asteroid gives us an oxygen as well. Both give us 3 income. But 6 plants would go pretty far. And plus, well, we get money back on both. I guess we could use Ice Asteroid to get the 2 cards. And plants. Which is really a happy medium for me. Because we're just sitting on so much product. Oh, come on! Optimal arrow breaking right after that. That's awful. So we can build Electro Catapult, though. And I don't want to be using my steel anymore. Well, not too much of it, at least. Sure, we'll do this. We can always sell plants if we're desperate, but I want to sell the steel. And then I think I still want peroxide power. Well, I guess we have Deimos down coming in to help. A little bit of steel now is pretty good to have like left over. Wait a second, what did I play? I played Ice Asteroid. And then I got Electro Catapult. Okay. I got so confused there. For no reason. Just got really confused. I thought we had missed out on getting money and heat back for playing a space event, which we did not. We're fine. Mine is pretty good for us. And so is the heat event. Because we need both for different reasons. This gives us the steel we need to sell every turn for $7. So I think of it as like 7 income, because I'd really rather not spend the plants. I want Deimos down, I think, to get that heat production started. And if I want that, can I get this? No. I guess I could just lava flow, but that's pretty weak. Well, lava flow actually is enough. I'm crazy. And I think we do it beside our city for a card. Over 1 steel. It's just more immediate value for giving up the point per thing. Now we can play Noctis Farming after Deimos down and use our steel to build it, which is pretty convenient. I don't think we're in a fantastic spot right now, but like there's some synergy kind of coming together now. Space event. We have no titanium, so I really don't need that. 2 lakes is pretty good. If we build water imports from Europa, it will be because we want the points. Because we already have, you know, a couple Jovian tags. And not because we're looking for something else. The only question for me really is Deimos Down better than Optimal or Aero Break Demonia Asteroid? I don't think it is. I think we want this one. Because the production is better early. Yes, we're giving up 1 heat production and a little bit of money because we got fewer heat bumps. But it's pretty good. Then we go over here and we'll scoop up 2 more plants. $18. You know what? Let's just do the heat bump. I think we're low on heat right now, so paying for a heat bump is something we're going to need to do. We have the money, and it gives us a heat production. You know, there's value. Value. I can afford taking all of this. We're not doing science, sadly. So that's a space event, and these are events, so we make money playing this. This card makes us, instead of making us $5 because we paid $3 for it, it makes us $7. We cannot Deimos unless we play this first. And I think that's worth it because then it gives us Noctis Farming, that gives us the plants we need. One thing fits into another. Did we get our money back for playing that? We should have. Just was overpowered by the sound of us losing points. So what do we need to play that other space event? Oh, lots of money. Far too much money. Yeah, if we could have played the other space event, that would have been a little bit more heat. Now all of a sudden I'm feeling pretty good about heat. I don't know when we got it up to 8 production. What did I build? Oh, the Aero-Baked Demonia Asteroid that I thought was important because then we get the production. That one. I'm happy with my decisions. How did I almost not do this? We're going to have to sell a friggin' plant because I screwed it up. But that gives us the ocean and the heat bump and the card. What card do we get? Lichen? I don't think we can get up to 7. Well, we can get $7 if we get a little bit of adjacency bonus and then money back, money back. In fact, we overkilled. I didn't even need the adjacency bonus. But I do like Lichen, so. Now that's an even greenery next turn as well. We're moving. We're moving the needle. We're dialing in. We're doing the right moves. This run wasn't super strong, and the more I look at it now, the more I'm like, you know what? We are ahead of the curve as far as, you know, getting things done. I like this and this and this. I feel like there's lots of points to be had here. I don't know if it's a fool's errand. Feels like a fool's errand. Feels like that's going way off the path. And I did it anyway. Because I'm a madman. The second I start to do well, I instantly start sabotaging it. What's a good spot for this? Beside a city that'll get another city. Not really. I guess I could build it here and then maybe get a city here in the late game. Because then I want greenery above the top. I'll do it. Or do I want to get oceans? No, I got lots of ocean. I got 1, 2, 3 more coming. That's 8. We good. I'm gonna build this here. We're gonna greenery over the top. Because we're an adult. And we can do that. The grass would be nice. So we only have like 3 heat bumps more, maybe 4 because of Passover. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just debating whether or not it's worth it to do a heat bump. I think it still is worth it to do at least 1 more. just to feel on the safe side. We still have a lot of oxygen to go, but we're getting a lot of plants, and now we're gonna start moving into this plant-rich area on the right. AI Central, I don't even think we have the tags for that. Don't have a single science. Satellites. We have 3, that would be 4. Spend $13 to get $8? Don't think so. I mean, we could technically spend a little bit less by playing that first and then get a little bit more, but it only ever breaks even. And breaking even for income just means that you're not able to spend that money on something else. I'm gonna say that's fine. Go sell a steel. I think it's time to buy some greeneries. Or buy this to get an ocean, but not a huge fan. Let's get on that greenery train. Gets us a little bit of heat. Then the question is, do we do 1 heat bump? Yes, we do. We do 1 heat bump. Might be overkill now. We're kind of getting into heat overkill zone, especially if we get space events that'll give us more heat. Keep greenerying along the top. Now we're... What I want to do is get another heat bump. But I know it's going to be a waste. But if I do it this turn, I can get Lake Marineris, except I'll be $6 short, so I'm just going to pass. Well, no, then I should greenery. So I will greenery. Because we know we need it, we might as well get the income for it. All of a sudden, we look at these metrics and we're like, hey, we got 2 oceans in hand and a free ocean coming. And it's all going down next turn. And then we have a whole turn to think about it. I mean, kelp farming's powerful. It's a point. I'll take it and think about it. Now, how do I get that last ocean? I think I just pay for it. I know I could get the water imports, but this is all endgame points. I think that we're in the safe zone, but I don't wanna throw it all to the wind, you know? So then I greenery here. Does that give us the open city? %? This doesn't quite bring us there either. Wow. I mean, I see this is going to roll over, and then the 8's going to come down, so we have 2 heat bumps. Oh, I didn't sell this. Well, I think I do the greenery then. Because then we can do another greenery. I think I have to give up on this. Because that's just a lot of money in this pocket. And if I put it off, like, I'm already going to have really good city spots for 4 points. Okay. So the heat is going to be 1 step short. The oxygen we can get for sure. And the oceans are already done. How do we maximize points? I mean, that's a point right there. With 3 more plants. Alright, what are the Jovians? We got 2 Jovians, 3 Jovians. So this is a 4-pointer and a 6-pointer. These are definitely how we want to do this. Throw in the open city. So we don't want any cards. We do that. We drop this. And before anything crazy happens, let me do the heat bump. Then we're going to sell this. And I'm gonna reevaluate. We have $71. This, because we're gonna buy these two things, is effectively $6, so 31. And so this is like $64. So we can't quite do the open city unless I put it in here, and that's 3 points and a bunch of plants, and it's pretty good. I think I'm gonna do that and take whatever consequences come from that. So 54. Oh, I guess there's a greenery this turn as well, which I could go for $4. I think I need the $4, right? Because 25 and 33 is 58. Am I a math god? I mean, building a city is worth 4 and 4, because we could build a greenery beside it right after. But building these are worth 4, because there'll be 4 Jovians at the end, and this is worth 6. So, it's all right by me. And there you go. We have 16 points on cards, which isn't huge, considering we were going for a Jovian strat. But we got some cities on the board. We got some greeneries that we're throwing down. We'll give it to the neutral. They were kind to us this time. They didn't get in our way too much. 75, 6, and 16? We can't quite get the 100 anymore. We were so consistent before. Ah, rats. But a good run nonetheless. I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm sure you had a lot of fun watching. I will see you in the next one.